This week on Rush Outdoors, we're chasing whitetails north of the border. We'll explore some interesting tidbits with Tori's topics. And of course, member footage with Rush Uncut. Rush Outdoors starts right now.
Awesome New York buck.
What a beauty.
Whew, I'm shaking.
We got a nice 10-point down here in central New York, and I couldn't be happier.
Nothing crazy about this. He's down.
Nice buck on the ground.
Great buck.
That just happened. What a rush. Rush Outdoors is brought to you by Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store. Closed captioning for Rush Outdoors is brought to you by the Wayne County Department of Tourism. Look them up online at waynecountytourism.com.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rush Outdoors. I'm Realtree Pro Staffer Tim Andrus. Today, I'm at the great New York Sportsman's Expo, Syracuse, New York, at the State Fairgrounds. Come on inside, we'll show you around. Here at the Expo, you never know what you're gonna find. They have fishing charters, hunting outfitters, wine tasting. Sometimes it even gets a little wild here.
Hi, I'm Jared Miller, zoologist and nature show host. I'm here with my buddy Cash, the Eurasian Lynx, and we're both very happy and excited to be here for the first time. We've been having a blast, the crowds have been great, people have been able to meet animals from all over the world, and what a fun experience to not only experience nature, in the wild, but also see a piece of it right here at the Expo.
I had an exceptional fall this year. I took my buck early here in New York's archery seasons. So I thought, you know what? I haven't been to Saskatchewan in a while. Packed my bags and headed north. So earlier in the year, I've been booked to do a grand opening for a running store in Moorhead, Minnesota. And since I was in that part of the country, I wanted to tie it in with a hunt. And so I reached out to my friend Elliot Maddock, Truly Canadian Outdoors, and I set up a deer hunt in Saskatchewan with a muzzleloader. About a 9-hour drive, left there, broke it up after the drive off, split it into 2 days. On the road again. Right now I'm in Manitoba. Drove up from Running's grand opening in Moorhead, Minnesota last night. Spent the night in Nipawin, Manitoba. And now I'm headed to Saskatchewan. Got another 250 miles to drive. Bumpy road, as you can tell by the camera. And keep you posted. The weather was seasonable for that time of the year. It was cold mornings, cool midday. He had seen a good buck a week prior to there, and there was a lot of sign there, so I put my first 2 days into this one setup.
Runnings, incredible selection at competitive prices. Check us out. Located in the lush farmlands of western New York, Orleans County offers some of the very best fly fishing opportunities in the country. From golden brown trout and acrobatic steelhead to powerful Chinook, coho, and Atlantic salmon, fishing prospects abound in the fall and winter. Whether you fish Oak Orchard or one of our other tributaries, you'll find uncrowded, wadeable waters to net one of these great species. Why not come and drop a line to our finny friends and see how fall fishing in Orleans County swims with color? I love New York.
Shadow Hunter professional grade hunting blinds. Innovation that lets you hunt like a pro. Proudly made in the American heartland. Our systems elevate you to the perfect vantage point and are engineered for your total comfort and concealment. Built to a higher standard, the customizable Shadow Hunter system keeps you on top of your game. Start hunting like a pro today. Find your dealer at shadowhunterblinds.com.
I'm Ashley Martin. Welcome to Martin's Marina. Come on in, I'll show you around. We're one of Lund's top dealers in the Northeast. We also have a wide variety of Avalon pontoon boats, all equipped with Mercury motors. We pride ourselves on our service. All of our technicians are Mercury certified. Pick from our selection of Shoremaster docks and a full line of accessories to complement your dock, as well as boat hoists. But that's not all. Here at Martin's, we have all your boating needs, from dockage, self-service gas, inside storage, and winterization. So come on down to Martin's Marina in beautiful Cape Vincent, New York.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by Orleans County, Shadow Hunter Blinds, the New York Sportsman's Expo, PSC Archery, CVA, Beretta, Scent Lock, Nocturnal Lighted Knocks, Block Targets, IQ Bow Sights, True Fire Releases, Coyote Eyewear, Hoorag, North Country Troopers Assisting Troops, Bedford Camera and Video, and Carlson's Choke Tubes.
Saw a lot of deer, young bucks. One that was right on the borderline what I wanted to shoot, but I knew that big one was there.
Everybody, day 2 here in Saskatchewan. I'm gonna be quiet. We're right in the close to the bedding area here. Great morning. Saw a bunch of deer. Big 7-pointer. Pretty nice looking deer. Just not what I was looking for right at. So it's almost lunchtime. Right now the activity dies off right around 10 o'clock, picks up again around 2:30. So I'm gonna get out, get a little bowl of soup and a sandwich, be right back at him. We'll see in a little bit.
Tori's Topics is brought to you by Vortex Optics.
Hi everyone, I'm Victoria Furchaw. I'm here at the running store in Canandaigua. It's time for Tori's Topics, brought to you by Vortex Optics. A lot of people out there struggle with sizing up a bear in the field. One quick tip would be to take a look at the head. If the head's big and the head's kind of flat on top and the ears are set further apart and smaller, that's a pretty good indication that it's a good sized bear. While on the other hand, a smaller bear will normally have pointier ears and they'll appear bigger and closer together. That's just one quick tip. There's a lot of ways to judge a bear's size, but this one will help you point you in the right direction. That's all the time we have for Tori's Topics, brought to you by Vortex Optics. I'll catch you next week.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by Martin's Marina, Dry Shod Waterproof Footwear, Muzzy Broadheads, Glendale 3D Archery Targets, Millennium Tree Stands, Carbon Express, Real Tree, QAD Arrow Rests, Hunter Safety Systems, Whitetail Institute, Keystone Calls, Covert Scouting Cameras, Voss Signs, The Roxy, Thermacell, The Resort at Snug Harbor, and Briar's Riverside Market.
Come the third day, I had no choice but to leave because the wind was blowing right into where the deer are coming out, and it turned out to be a good thing. So they were calling for snow. He said it always happens. Am I get an inch or two? So we went to the new spot, and I got set up in this old wooden box blind. Been there for years, he'd said. And as soon as I got in there, it started snowing. And it was those big snowflakes. And then within 20 minutes, I was in a full-fledged snowstorm. It was coming down harder and harder. And I'd seen a couple deer, and I'm thinking this is going to hamper the deer movement coming down like this. But then at the same token, I thought these deer are used to a lot of snow and cold. So I was sitting there, and all of a sudden to my left, this doe walks through. I mean, she is close. I could have reached out and poked her. And then another one, then a small buck, and then a doe off to my side about another 20 yards or so. And I'm thinking to myself, just once, it'd be nice as I see her looking behind her that a big buck would be there. Not a small buck, a big buck. And the deer gods said, yeah, we'll give him this one. buck came out, and it was probably one of the prettiest scenes you'll see. That deer walking through with a heavy snow falling down there, and I couldn't get him to turn sideways. I made a couple noises. Finally, he turned and gave me the broadside shot.
Where did he come from? I was just thinking to myself, with the snow coming down, these deer might be hunkered down, and then wouldn't you know it, the doe, and then that smaller buck, and then another doe decided to almost walk into the blind right here. I knew the way she was acting, something was up, and it's cold, and it worked out perfect. What a beautiful setting with the snow coming down. It's a postcard. It's a hunting postcard. What can I say? What a great time here with Elliot Maduke, Truly Canadian Outfitters. Awesome. Awesome. These big Canadian deer, I cannot wait to get my hands on that deer. I'm going to try to give them a little bit of time here. The snow's let up a little bit, and we're going to see what happens. But I am so excited right now. I love this. I love it. A little bit of blood. That's good. Some blood there. I gotta pay attention. Oh. I don't know if you can make him out. But I say my deer right there.
By the time I got to found my deer, that snow was coming down pretty darn hard. And waiting for Elliot to get there. By the time he got there to do the pictures, it was just not conducive with the weather. I mean, you couldn't see 10 feet. The wind was blowing, so we thought, let the snow break, and the next morning, we'll have some pretty background to take the pictures, and that's what we did. Everyone, here he is, 2017 Saskatchewan whitetail. It may look like November, but believe it or not, it's October, muzzleloader season. It started in the 50s, ended in the 20s. Great hunt here. The weather's was pretty good. I mean, the snow came down last night. It was like a postcard last night. We hunted one spot for 2.5 days. Had 2 big deer on it. Of course, you can't make them come when you want them to. Bunch of deer, as you saw. And I had to change the stand. We elected to change the stand because of the wind was going to be blowing right into where they're coming from. So we changed up spots, went to this spot a few miles away, and started out with rain, went to snow. As you can see, it was a hunting postcard. Big thanks here, CVA, Accurate Plains Rifle. It did its job, made a shot. The deer went maybe 50 yards. And then I'm just happy to take him home to New York. A big thanks to Elliot Maduke, Truly Canadian Outdoors. He did his homework. He was running coverts for me. We had multiple cameras going, multiple stand locations, and the proof's in the pudding. One other note, if you do come here, and everybody, if you haven't been to Canada, Saskatchewan, you should. If you hunt with Elliot, plan on going on a diet when you're done. Trust me, you're gonna eat good. There he is. For more information on deer or bear hunts in Saskatchewan, give Elliot Maddock a call. The phone number's listed below right there. You'll be glad you did. They will probably be one of my favorite hunts right there, especially of the year. Breathtaking scenery, that snow falling down, taking a nice buck. Just love it up there, and I will be back.
Hi, I'm Rush Outdoors Pro Staffer Keith Bartholomew, and when I want to know what's going on in the great outdoors of New York State, I turn to the New York Outdoor News.
Okay, now it's time for this week's Covert Corner, brought by Covert Scouting Cameras. This week we feature a pick sent by Field Staffer Joe Pio, a great looking New Jersey buck, and check out the after pictures. And there you have it, Covert Scouting Cameras, helping close the deal.
At the Whitetail Institute, there's a lot of things we could talk about, like pioneering the food plot industry, our extensive research, or our customer success and the world and state records we've helped produce. But what we don't talk enough about is our customer service, and like our product line, is by far the best in the business. We have the expertise to help you improve the quality of your deer and your deer hunting. So contact us today. The call and the consultation are free. We look forward to the opportunity to earn your business.
Innovation is in our DNA, bred from a long history of fierce competition and the survival of the fittest. Inheriting the results of nearly 50 years of PSE archery research and development, the Evolve Cam system delivers the smoothest draw cycle ever created without any compromise on speed. PSE Archery's Evolve Cam system. Evolve or get left behind.
What happens when revolutionary brands come together? Now infused with ElimiShield, Hunter Safety System introduces the first ever scent control harness. Traditional sprays treat surface odors. ElimiShield treats the source. Through heat fusion, ElimiShield is bonded to every single fiber, destroying odor for the life of your harness. Only Hunter Safety System keeps you safe and kills human odor while you kill, well, you get the picture. See Odor Die at seeodordie.com.
Before the calm, before the hunt, before the climb, it starts with a passion, and that passion starts at Runnings, the best gear and supplies from the most trusted brands in hunting. When you get the shot, will you be ready? Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Here we go.
Finally. Good buck.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Butler Sales and Service.
All right, welcome to Rush Uncut. We got the whole crew here. Yeah, that's right, Brad. We got Dave and we got Brandon over here on the Traeger grill. We got a pile of meat to throw on there. We're seasoning it up with iron skillet seasoning. We're ready to roll.
All right, hey, the meat's all rubbed. Iron skillet's gonna do its work. Let's get to the first hunt.
Yeah, Dave, up first we got Shane Smith with a New York turkey hunt.
Never say never. I got my bird. He's a Jake, but you know what? I'm all about my footage, and you know that. Teamwork, man. Shooting footage for Rush Uncut. I'm Shane Smith. We'll see you on the next hunt. Booyah!
No surprise, Shane gets it done.
Brad, while those guys are putting the meat on the grill, what do we got next? All right, well, we got John Anderson Sr. and a Pennsylvania turkey hunt.
A lot of birds gobbling before right when it broke daylight. They were up across the road, and it started raining. After a while, about 9 o'clock, I called and got somebody to answer. Ended up calling in 5 jakes. Ended up taking the biggest jake out of the bunch.
All right, well, that means gotta be about done. Great job, John. Keep that footage coming. Hey, Dave, who do we got for Picture of the Week?
We got Rush Uncut member Charles Anderson with a gorgeous Maine black bear.
Awesome bear, Charles. And if you want to become a member, it's as easy as logging on our website, RushOutdoors.com, clicking on the Rush Uncut logo, and signing up.
Or stop out at the Great New York Sportsman's Expo at the fairgrounds and do it in person.
Hey guys, what do you think about putting some of that Woody's maple syrup on some of them pork steaks?
I like it on ice cream, but yeah, let's put it on some of them pork steaks. Ooh, baby. So don't forget to rush outdoors
with a camera.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Butler Sales and Service and by Traeger Grills, Fire Tower Doubles, Dovey Motors, Upstream Construction, The Rope Guys, Night Eyes Predator Lights, Iron Skillet Seasonings, Huntin' Buddy, Carolina Carports, Four Seasons Archery, Froggy 97 of Watertown, Woody's Maple Syrup, Prime Cuts Barbershop, IBEW Local 43, and IBEW Local 1249.
This expo has been the most amount of fun. Meeting all these hunters, the most amount of fun. It's the first time we've ever done this particular Sportsman's Expo, the 67-year-old running expo. And I can't tell everybody enough about what a grand event it really is. And everyone should attend. There's something for everyone. There's food for those that love food, and there's trips for those that want to go hunting big bears and deer and elk and moose, and then you can fish. And then they have this great trout fishing, which kids can partake in, which brings the whole family together. And then they have the National Dock Dogs, which everyone loves to watch. And I mean, it just goes on and on. There's so much for so many people. Come and join us next year. Nancy Fuller, Farmhouse Rules.
Okay, that's all the time we have this week. Thanks for tuning in. And wait, one more thing. Why haven't I seen you here at the Great New York Sportsman's Expo? From everyone at Rush Outdoors, I'm your host, Tim Andrus. I'll see you in the woods.
For more information on Rush Outdoors, like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
And go. Who is pitcher of the week? You never told me.
Hey everybody. I'm in Manitoba right now.